In this video, I am going to tell you what are middleware components in .NET Core and how you can design your own custom middleware. Let's get started. Every web application needs some level of pre-processing of requests that come into it. For example, you might need to authenticate every single request, or maybe you want to log all the requests that come into your API. This is where middleware comes in. Middleware is a way for you to plug in your own custom code into the request processing pipeline. There are two ways that you can use middleware. The first is to use one of the middleware components that ASP.NET Core provides out of the box. These components are used by adding them to the end of the add.middleware method in your startup class. For example, you can add the useStaticFiles method to serve static files like images and scripts. You can also add the userRouting method to enable routing, or you could add the useEndPoints method to specify how to handle various HTTP verbs to different endpoints. If none of these out-of-the-box options meet your needs, you can always write your own custom middleware class. Middleware components in ASP.NET Core are nothing more than classes that implement the middleware interface. This interface has two methods that you must implement. The first is called Invoke, which is called for every single request that comes into your application. And the second is called post-invoke, which is called after the request has been processed. Now, I'm not going to go into the details of these methods right now, but I will be doing that in my next video. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss that video. In the invoke method, you have access to the request and response objects as well as the next method. Next is a delegate that when called will invoke the next middleware component, or if you read at the end of the pipeline, it will invoke the actual endpoint. One thing to note is that middleware components are executed in the order that they are added to the pipeline. If you're wondering how to add your custom middleware component to the pipeline, it's done by adding it to the add.middleware method. That's it for this video. In the next video, we're going to dive deeper into the details of how middleware components work. So make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss that video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching.